shoot. Ohio Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. Two behemoth conferences, bragging rights at stake, the SEC versus the Big Ten. It's the Tennessee Volunteers and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, checking in with Coach Heupel before the game, he understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters, but he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Volunteers ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And no chance at a return here. They'll... drive at their own 25. Here's Julian saying to throw. Complete to the left. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's Sayin to throw. Gonna take a shot. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Buckeye! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The run inside. It's Bishop. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. As Holly mentioned earlier, this home crowd can create a huge advantage.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Right back to the well. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Volunteers want to crank the tempo.
And obviously it's still early in this football game, but after giving up a touchdown on the first drive and then coming out, like, the worst thing you can do as an offense is go 3 and out and put your defense right back on the field. So that was a big third down to kind of settle them down and give them some more opportunities.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gordon. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. We saw it on that last play.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Say it. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. To the air. It's Sayin. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage, forcing that incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll move the tight end. Lined up in the gun on third down. Say it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Buckeyes will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Secures it at the 30. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense and start this drive. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Gonna run it. It's Gordon. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They're dealing with a second and long. Keep it on the ground. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Running inside. It's Gordon. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
And I tell you what, man, you got to do a better job of taking care of the football. I got to know I got the first down. Running backs, this is job security. You better handle that thing well, Paul.
And because of that, David, you might see another running back jog out in the field the next time this offense takes it. We're seeing a lot more of that around college football now. There's a lot of committees out there, committee approach. One way to get yourself on the bench very quickly, put the rock on the ground. That's a coachable lesson for that young man.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Makes the catch. There he goes. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And another big play for this offense. How about this offense coming out on fire, throwing the football all over the yard, making big plays. This is a tough unit to stop this defense. They better find some answers, or he's going to throw for more yards in this game than he ever has.
Say it. Extending the play. He's going to run it. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
It's so hard to defend these guys. You know, it's 1st and 10. Everything's available to you. You don't know if it's run or pass, and then you add in the scrambling element with the quarterback. He does a great job scrambling outside, getting outside the pocket, and then at the end of the play, not taking a hit, getting a first down, new set of downs for the offense.
Play fake, Julian Say it. Pocket breaking down. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. With that penalty, the offense is backed up, still second down. Throwing, Say it. Fires to the wideout. Grabs it. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Touchdown, Buckeyes! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Man, I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. Got a man. It's Staley. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And this big orange offense getting it done in the passing game.
And great execution by the quarterback. And when you think about Tennessee offense, man, when they got their trigger man, and they've had some great ones, Peyton Manning, T. Martin, Hendon Hooker had an unbelievable run. They find that guy, man, their offenses have been so hard to stop.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Full wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. It's complete on the right side. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. And the Vols headed quickly to the line.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch, that's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. They've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Matthews. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds a man on the left. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The run inside. It's Bishop. Plows through the defense. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Vols!
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. I send the tight end in motion. Here's Julian saying to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. On the delay, it's Jackson. Shows him the stiff arm. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too. And that time, that was a great play call defensively.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Davis. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to him and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
On target. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And that receiver makes that play look so routine, but it takes so much practice. Running that curl route over and over again against every type of zone coverage imaginable so that on game day, that receiver can find the soft spot no matter what coverage the defense is in.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Looking for room. It's Bishop. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Volunteers want to pick up the tempo.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
To the air on first down. Right down the middle. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Man, that's a big mistake. And listen, I'm still going to force-feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking over to that guy and be like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you the rock. You're too important to this team not to give you the football.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Sayin on the play action. And down he goes back at the 3. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
Here's Sayin to throw. They're working that left side. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Great job by the quarterback bouncing back. Just got sacked the previous play, and now all of a sudden it's second and long, and everybody knows you're going to be throwing it, but he comes right back, stays in the pocket. He's staring down the field. He's not letting the rush affect him. He finds his open guy. He gets the completion. It's not a first down, but now you're set up third and short, and this all of a sudden looking pretty good for the offense.
From the gun on third down, Sayin. Got it down the field. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for 1 final play in this half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for 1 more snap to put up points before the half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try. They got it. It's blocked. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here is the Tennessee offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
To the air on second down. Fakes to grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Off-play action. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Staley. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. The Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up. Running inside, it's Gordon. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
He's got it again. And they're able to make the tackle.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
3rd and long situation. They tried to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Timeout signaled for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second-half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
Say it. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Ohio State. What a grab in the end zone for 6.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Matthews. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
The run inside. It's Gordon. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. And the Vols are in the hurry-up.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. They'll run for it on third and short. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to...
What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Vols will snap it on 1st and 10. Ohio State calls its second timeout. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have one timeout remaining. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Caught by Smith. Powers through the defender. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Quick release on the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
Final timeout called by the Buckeyes. And now there will be no more timeouts for them to use the rest of the way. A famous writer once said most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Oh, he dropped it, just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
And that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in you.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Sayin. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. And he got 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 coming.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Here's the give off the left side. Makes it past the marker. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Throwing, say it. Wide open downfield. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass call is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Unloads to the right. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone, and I love the vision right here by the cornerback, seeing the quarterback the whole way, breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that cornerback.
So now it's 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch is made. They'll spot it at the 7, and a long way to go for this offense. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And the Volunteers want to move quickly.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
That's reeled in. It's Davis. Just keeps moving. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
He wants to throw it again. Smith with the grab over the middle. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Running inside, it's Gordon. Past the 30. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
The Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time in the weight room.
No doubt. Get that lower body strength so you can just shed people off of you. What a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. He'll set up to throw. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Smith's got it. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Here's Julian saying to throw. He's got it down the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time. And you saw all of it on that end route.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Gets the back moving. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Defense in press coverage. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. He's got him in the flat. Turning it on! He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
You know, and that's disappointing for the head coach because you drill these 2-minute, 4-minute type situations late in games. You've got to have awareness and understand what you're trying to accomplish. You're trying to bleed the clock, and you can't do that if you're running out of bounds.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he's still running after the move. There's a crease. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeye! This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. He'll bring it out. It's Dodson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. They'll start this drive with a pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Finds his man. It's Matthews. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. And the Vols in the hurry-up. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
And a lot of times football, man, it's just about confidence and feeling good and getting in a rhythm. That's not what this offense has done all day. And now in a moment where you need it, you got to put it together. Where do they go? Like, who is their go-to guy? What is their go-to play? They've struggled all day, but you can erase all of that with one drive right here.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Under fire. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out.
I just love the aggressive nature of this defense and understanding, hey, David, we need one play and this game is over. One takeaway finishes it and they get it with the pick.
Yeah, and you do these situations all the time, right? You got the lead, the passing situations, you're playing the pass, and they play it beautifully, man. Drop back, great vision, break on the football, and they said, forget this. I'm into this game right now.
The run inside. It's Jackson. Enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game,